Are you ready to mock?
Welcome to Mock of Love,
A weekly podcast providing commentary on VH1's golden age of celebrity reality dating shows. I'm Andy.
and I'm Ashley. Andy, will we be doing any research on these shows?
Almost none.
Will it be kid-friendly?
Fuck no.
Will it be bitchy and hilarious?
Absolutely.
Step into our playhouse and mock our world.
This is Mock of Love. Welcome back. Hi, Ashley.
Hey, Andy.
That's us. We're your hosts, Ashley and Andy. This is Mock of Love.
It is.
It's episode 18.
Season 2, episode 5 of Rock of Love.
Yeah, it's a good season. Pretty good episode. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it had moments.
I feel like there's much to unpack.
There's a lot to unpack, and we're going to try really hard to not make this a very special episode of Mock of Love, but I will share with our intimate group of listeners, get yourself checked, guys. I had a colonoscopy. Takes me forever to remember how to say it. I had a colonoscopy, and it did turn up with a tumor, and it appears to be malignant. We find out for certain like about tomorrow, and it's going to be okay. So, we're not going to like harp on it a whole bunch, but I am going to play this very out of tune guitar for you real quick.
I'm glad you shared that, Andy. I wasn't sure if you wanted to.
I feel like if our listenership was bigger, I might not. So it's kind of cool that we have these faithful few.
Yeah. Love you guys.
The real ones. I love you guys a lot. And I love that I can like talk about most of you just by name. So this one goes out to the Mock of Love fam. Hey, keep that colon nice and clean. I'm a clear fluid, tastes a bit salty. Please don't put it in my big booty. I'm a little worried that I might cream.
Oh my God.
Please let me be your colonoscopy.
Of love?
Of love. It rhymed with the other words, so I didn't add the of love. That's the part where I might cream. That's what makes it a colonoscopy of love.
Oh my God.
Do you want to tell them that story, Ash?
Sure. So I drove Andy to his colonoscopy because first of all, what is the age? They say if you're like 45, you should start getting these. So if you are listening to this podcast and you're 45 or you just have like gut problems in general, go get them checked out.
If you think something's wrong,
you're
probably right.
Yeah.
So go get looked at.
It doesn't hurt. Go get it looked at. And if you live in California and you don't have health insurance, well, apply for Medi-Cal.
Hell yeah.
It's great.
It's been kicking ass for me so far. So thank you. Thank you, Government of California. Thank you, all the cool taxpayers out there, including myself and Ashley, who make that possible.
Yeah.
But I had a funny joke I was hoping Ashley would recollect you with.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I got off track. So I took him to the appointment because they put you like kind of under for the appointment. So you can't drive there or home or whatever. And so, after they did the colonoscopy, they are bringing Andy out in a wheelchair and he's like super out of it. And he's like, Ashley, I don't know if they liked my good joke. And I was like, what good joke?
So far, this is very mean.
He was like, after they medicated me right before it was about to happen, I said, what do you guys do if you put it in me?
No. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You tell your good joke.
First of all, I said, do you guys hear a lot of jokes? Dead fucking silent. Okay. Nothing. Nobody says anything. Everybody's like, oh, please don't. Because what I've learned from talking to other friends who've had this procedure, they get jokes all the fucking time, guys. So go for it.
Endless jokes.
And so I said, do you guys get a lot of jokes? And then nothing. And so I was like, if you put it in my butt and I come, you can't laugh or tell anyone.
Oh my God.
And then they proceeded, and it was a dead, silent room, guys. I shot my shot.
It's such a blue joke that I had trouble even repeating it. That's why I was fumbling over my words. I was like, oh my God, am I really going to talk about?
It's not every day that we get a cum drop in the show, you know? It's a big deal.
This is an adult show, guys.
It is hyper mature. Let's remind everybody. So we're back with Bret. Thank you for listening to our PSA up at the top.
Thank you.
And letting me share.
Yeah. I love you, Andy.
I love you too. Thank you for being so supportive and driving me to all these things.
Yes.
So
always.
We got to get into it.
Okay.
We got work to do. What is this?
All right. So the girls are waking up in the house?
Did you name the episode?
Yeah, I already did at the beginning.
That's
Season 2. I didn't say the name though.
There you go.
Yes, it is Mud Bowl 2.
Which is the sequel to Mud Bowl 1.
The annual Mud Bowl.
The annual Mud Bowl.
Is what it was called in the first season.
So he knew. Let's go back, audience. He knew he was going to do this again. And so I can only assume that Mud Bowl 2 is the prequel to Mud Bowl 3.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to happen every year, baby.
It's going down every year.
Until he has gone through every woman in America.
He has said it's annual. He said it in the first season. It's annual. So
oh, my God.
Let's buckle up. Anyway.
He also keeps referring to the girls that are left as the Divine Nine.
Oh, yeah.
I want to kill him.
God.
The Divine Nine.
He can't stop. He thinks he's so clever just because he knows how rhymes work.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm a musician. I know how rhymes work. No, that's not the only thing you do, though, right? That's not the only thing you do, is it? And it is.
It is.
It's like he uses, you guys probably at this point, and Ashley definitely is aware that I have a tendency to say similar things over and over, like jokes, and overuse them. But nobody does it like my man Bret. There's just a lot of repetition.
Yeah, man. We get several AOs in this episode, and we will count them out.
There was a 2 hi-o, I believe.
Yes.
Count. And then we also
yes, there has been AO, IO, hi-o. I think that's it.
And then we also get a couple me likeys.
Me likey.
Hi-oh. Play until one team scores. Hey-oh. In the anticipation vision I see. I likey. Me liking yellow car.
So Mud Bowl. You guys are familiar with the format, right?
Yeah.
We break the teams, girls into 2 teams, and they actually have to pick the teams.
Yeah.
There's team captains.
But the team captains are picked by Bret, and then each team captain, gets to start picking girls. And so the team captains are, drumroll, Catherine and Destiny. Catherine's going to be the team captain for the Sweethearts, and Destiny for the Fallen Angels.
Same team names as last year.
Yes.
BT Dubs.
I couldn't remember, so I'm glad that you remembered.
I remember. Because Fallen Angels is such a much better team name than Sweethearts.
I know. Sweethearts is so bleh,
it's like,
blah.
You're obviously going to get trampled, Sweethearts.
Yeah. Did you notice in the scene, so they're dividing up the teams. They're out. Ooh, God bless you.
Thank you.
They're out, at the field. They put these girls in these little short shorts with bra tops.
Yeah.
Did you notice that the camera cannot stop panning from bottom to top of the girls? He does it like multiple times. It's like, hey, I just want to make sure you see what little clothing they have on.
They are almost completely naked. There's very little of their body covered.
Lots of body panning.
And unlike season 1 Mud Bowl, John has control of the elements on the field, which is kind of wild. Mm-hmm. So Big John can send snow and rain. Wind.
Yes.
He's fucking an X-Men.
He really is. What was it last year where they just spraying them down with the hose?
Had, sprinklers that were dribbling nonstop.
Yeah, just making it muddy and slushy.
It was way more budget. Right?
Yeah.
Obviously, we're upping things because this show is such a hit.
Ooh.
Catherine, though, showing some skin, letting us know, hey, I might be the oldest woman on the show, but I rollerblade every day.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, she looks great.
And so they pick the teams. What do the teams end up being?
The Sweethearts are Catherine, Peyton, Amber, and Jessica. And the fallen angels are Destiny, Ina, Christy Joe, and Daisy.
But Ashley, there seems to be a name missing.
Yeah, so Megan basically didn't get picked for either team. And so she just goes home, which she seems to be kind of okay with.
She has to sit and watch.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Well, like gets put on the side. She's not in the episode, basically. Well, I meant like back to the house. I don't really know where she went.
Oh, she stands on the sidelines.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't really see her. Anyway, she's just not in the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And thank God, because Megan can't find the word athleticism in her in her language.
Yeah. She doesn't seem too concerned about it, and she didn't want to get dirty anyway, but it does take away the chance of being the MVP who gets a private date. And then everyone else on the MVP or whatever team wins, right? Not the MVP's team, just whatever team wins, they get, a 3-person date.
Yeah.
A menage a date.
Standard procedure with this many girls in the season. And yeah, Megan, if you don't remember last episode, I think, or 2 episodes ago, she said she doesn't possess much athleticness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot.
So
about that.
I do want to draw attention to why Megan was not picked, probably.
Yeah. I think everyone knew that her athleticness was not up to par.
No. And she's like, I just want to sit on the sideline and tan. It's great out here. I don't want to get all muddy.
Fine. Yeah. She's like totally fine with it.
She says that. I bet it hurt a little.
Yeah.
Because also the girls just don't want to play with her because
they just don't like her.
She sucks.
She just she doesn't actually seem to be making a connection with any girl because she must be in this character at all times.
Yeah, and which is a shame because one of my favorite things is when the girls get along better with each other than they do with Bret.
Yes.
It's a better, cooler show to watch.
An Aubrey and Christy Joe spinoff.
Yes, yes, give it to me. I'm waiting for it.
Oh, I have a correction, by the way, about this is not that important, except there's integrity in my journalism.
Ooh.
I said, in my Where Are They Now for Aubrey, that she has a child. I listened to more of that podcast. She does not have a child. She has like an honorary child. Anyway, that is neither here nor there. I just wanted to correct myself.
Got it. No.
Yeah.
I bet Aubrey appreciates that. I know she's listening.
Yes. Obviously.
Who isn't listening? So we already
Back to the game.
We already have a touchdown. Amber jumps out early. She's got hands and she's got fucking wheels.
Yeah.
Like she's hauling ass this game, man.
Yeah.
And nobody can stop her.
Gets 2 touchdowns like right off the bat.
It's a little reminiscent of another player that went pretty far, you might say.
Wait, what?
Jess.
Oh, yeah.
Jess scored 2 touchdowns right away. Season 1. Yeah, I'm looking at your face.
Oh,
the audience can't see your face.
God.
I am just saying that the Mud Bowl is a
produced.
bellwether for what happens in the final episode.
No, it is an indication that the producers know who they want to go far in the game.
And this is the moment where they decide, like, all right,
we're gonna make her. She got 2 touchdowns in this game.
and then so did somebody else this game. Who else? Who was that other person?
Yeah, someone got real gritty. That was Daisy.
Yes.
Now
Now the other girls, man. Whew, I don't know. I'm not here to judge people who've never played football.
I feel like I would be exactly the same as them. Everyone's just sliding around.
Yeah.
No one can like do anything.
Yeah,
really.
Feet are flying out from under them. The ball is, a fucking greased pig.
It's so muddy. Everybody's disgusting. They're like diving in the mud and stuff.
But then there's more egregious sins. Like Ina gets the ball and she catches a pass and then she proceeds to pass it forward again.
Oh, that was like a call or whatever many times.
Yeah, Destiny did that as well, which if you don't know football, you can't do that.
A flag. That's the word I was looking for.
Yes. A penalty?
A penalty. There you go.
Yeah, a flag.
That's in soccer.
Yeah. So they were called for a penalty for illegal forward pass twice Destiny does it and Ina does it.
Oh my
After
God.
Ina does it, Destiny sees it and knows you can't do it, and they just freak out, man.
Oh
And
yeah, I
get it.
feel like I would too.
Yeah, it's
I'd
like,
be
I don't
how-
want to get tackled. Yeah.
How the hell do you play this game? I don't know.
Yeah, just fucking launch it before somebody hits me, please. So
I am also cracking up at Daisy in this.
Oh, God.
They put this mouthpiece in her, and then she starts like going off about stuff.
It's really
and,
good.
with the mouthpiece in, and so everything's muffled.
You can't understand anything, and she's
let's
like,
fucking kill them, but it's like all muffled.
she's trying to like coach. She's like, I really feel like somebody should be on like the ball, and then some other people should be like over here, and then we
Yes,
gonna
you're
get
doing
like
it
some other
way
people
better than I
here,
could.
and then
Yeah.
the other people, and it's like the most vague coaching.
Somebody's gotta run. Somebody's gotta get the ball or something. You know what I'm saying?
Amber scored.
and hilarious.
Yeah. Not only is it not good coaching, it make guys, three of us gotta go on error.
Oh,
Somebody's
we're
gotta
gonna
run.
run.
Somebody's gotta get the ball, and it's like cool. We got great. You're just
It
saying
was
like play
cracking me
football.
up. Yeah.
You might as well just keep yelling, play football. But Daisy's mad because Amber is obviously pulling out pulling out in front pretty early here in this game.
Yeah.
So she gets aggro.
They're making it a real showdown between Daisy and Amber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Daisy starts, I don't know, I wouldn't say she's like throwing bows, but she's getting after it.
And she's like, someone in the show makes the joke about how she's like 4 feet tall.
Ina does.
Yeah, but literally she's very little.
She's very.
I don't even know
compared
if
to
she weighs
every other
100
woman.
pounds.
Yeah.
You know, and she's like getting into it. She's tackling people. She's diving into the mud.
She's refusing to be tackled. Yeah. Like, look at her. She's got 4 women trying to take her down, and they can't.
It's freaking crazy.
It's pretty insane. Like, she is so determined to not let Amber win, and she looks angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
She's getting all into it.
and you might, if you're familiar with the figure of Daisy, you might wonder, is this a better pick than Megan? Megan might have longer arms. No, this is
Yeah.
a better pick than Megan by
I
a
think
long
it
shot.
is. Yeah.
Megan wouldn't attempt to make a play.
No,
of
she'd
any
like
sort.
hang out in the corner.
Yeah, Megan would
Yeah.
talk shit.
Yeah.
She'd get in the other players' heads.
Which, that's helpful too, actually.
That's my favorite part of it. You know me in
that
sports.
would be you on the team.
Yeah. Do we get? Is this Oh, yeah. This is. Bret says that I believe Daisy is going she wild, and I had to make a mental note of she wild because it's like wild for girls. Like Bret's a marketing genius. Nobody knew that there was wild for girls.
She wild.
So he came out with she wild, and the women are going crazy for it.
Before
guys.
that, wild was reserved for men.
Specifically for men. Hair salon for boys.
Yeah.
It's just it was a like very masculine marketing decision
Yeah.
thing that he was doing, and it was so it was so out of touch it hurt, and I had to make a mental note of that.
Yes. Yes.
Now, we end up going into overtime because Daisy catches
Christy Joe gets.
oh, Christy Joe, thank you.
Yeah. Christy Joe gets a touchdown, and then Ina gets a touchdown to tie it. And Bret goes,
right.
Ayo.
Yeah. We get our first IO.
Yeah.
I'll try and get those drops. I know you're hungry for them.
Hi-oh! Play until one team scores.
If
Yeah.
I used one from an earlier episode, would you notice? I don't know.
Maybe not. But yeah, now they're in overtime. It's sudden death, so whoever scores first
Yes.
wins the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I'll go ahead and just kind of jump ahead. Well, the sweethearts get it, which is Amber, Jessica, Catherine, and
Oh yeah.
fuckface. The other one. Oh, Peyton. Sorry.
Peyton, that's
I
right.
would never disrespect Peyton.
I
like
know.
that.
I'm like, you actually like Peyton.
Yeah, sorry, Peyton. You're cool. And they're like Amber is a Mack truck and just barrels it all the way through, almost to the end zone.
Yeah.
But that slippery ass ball,
Falls right out.
somebody just gets a little piece of her and she spins and the ball goes squirt, and then Daisy she's not able to, like, Amber can't get up from the mud.
She's like crawling over to it to try to recover.
She is crawling in the dark. looking for the football. And she
looking for
and then she gets hoobastanked by Daisy.
She does, yeah. And that you pointed out a couple of things that make
Now,
this scene
we're watching it right now.
very produced.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they claim that what happens is Daisy picks it up in the other end zone and runs it back. Excuse me. Let's go to the tape.
Let's go to the tape.
So
They're replaying it. Okay.
we're watching Amber, and she does boom. She's breaking tackles. One last Destiny gets
Pops
one hand
out.
on her, pops out, squirt, foot. Okay, that's a fumble, and it looks like it's like right in the end zone.
Right.
Okay. Now Amber is on her knees crawling for the ball.
It's slow mowing with snow blowing in everyone's
Amber
faces.
is still on the ground. Daisy has the ball and she's getting up.
Daisy hurdles through the air.
But how is Amber all of a sudden
Yeah.
halfway down the field
You're
able
right.
to make the first contact with Daisy
You're
if she
right.
gets up and runs the other direction?
and the mud is washed off of her.
So they're
Like, what-
claiming
yeah.
that she picks up the ball and runs it all the way back in that same play. No,
But they started another play.
they started another play.
Yeah.
It's important that we keep integrity and call out continuity errors
Yeah.
in our cool
That's why
reality
when you
shows.
brought up like the Amber Jess parallel, I was like, from the first season, I was like, oh, they
Yeah.
planned every last
Yeah.
part of this game.
It's a bellwether.
Yeah.
The producers are like, it's time to start making the connections. And our friend, the trainer,
Yes.
who is absolutely
the
a Kyle
medic
Mooney
guy.
character.
Yeah. Yeah. He has like a hemp beanie on. He eats lots of granola.
He has a tucked in long sleeve shirt into baggy jeans.
He definitely hacky sacks.
He's got Kenny G curls.
I love him.
He is absolutely a Kyle Mooney character.
I love him.
And if we weren't watching Rock of Love and doing a Mock of Love tonight, we would be renting Y2K by Kyle Mooney.
Yeah.
A24.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
I'm a
I
rent-
didn't even know it was a thing until you brought it
I'll
up.
rent that one, baby.
Okay.
That'll be on me.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Yeah, you know. So, with that last touchdown in sudden death overtime, the Fallen Angels win.
Daisy did the winning touchdown.
And
yeah.
got herself the MVP.
She is the MVP. Woo! She's saying, and she gets this like letter jacket to wear, and oh my god, it's so exciting.
And they're so filthy. I don't know that I would put on anything that was
Totally,
clean.
they did that last season too, and I'm like, they just ruined that stupid jacket.
Honestly, well, you didn't Scotch guard it before you gave it to them,
Yeah,
did
they're
you?
covered in mud
Not
and
that
water.
you should use Scotch guard. It's got forever chemicals. God. Now Bret and Daisy immediately cut to nighttime. They're cleaned up. Bret
They're
and
gonna go on
Daisy,
their date,
which is
they shout out foreplay in LA.
I always appreciate you remembering to shout out.
Yeah, I always remember. They go to foreplay, which is a lingerie store.
It's a date.
Bret goes to Perv.
Yep.
That's the date.
Why didn't Christy Joe get a lingerie store? Why did she have to make barbecue
in the backyard
and get interrupted twice?
Yeah, that's not really fair.
This is more of a date than that.
Christy Joe got the shit into the stick on that one.
But I guess we really need to like stretch for the definition of date on this show is what you're saying.
Yeah, it continues to just turn into you perform for Bret's amusement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dance monkey dance.
Yes.
Is date.
Yes.
And so Bret says emotionally, spiritually, I'm feeling that I need to get Daisy and as little clothing as possible. Or something to that effect.
Yeah, totally. Like something so gross. Yeah, he just is getting her to dress up in these skimpy little lingeries, and she's walking out and modeling for him, and he pops a bottle of champagne and he goes, "Hey-o."
Hey-o. In the anticipation.
And we got a second one.
We got a second one.
You're welcome. And he's just
He's
he's
just perving.
I can't imagine myself as a single man at my age looking at somebody 20 plus years younger than me and just being like so confidently pervy out loud.
Yeah, it's giving like creepy dad.
It's really creepy.
It's
dad.
like your friend's creepy dad.
Yes.
Yeah. You're
Yes.
just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like an American Beauty situation or
Yeah,
something.
but you know, she's loving it. Whatever. She says he's everything I've ever wanted. That's what she literally says.
Daisy has never wanted anything.
Ugh. Well, and then he basically like says at the end of that date, like she's sexy, she's tough, she's cool, she knows her music, and at a certain part, so he likes her, you know, like it seems like he likes the things she's into also, and at a certain point, she's trying to make conversation with him.
Yes.
She's asking him a lot of questions,
Which is a great way to make conversation.
yeah. She's like, "Do you like to surf? You know, like whatever." Just trying to learn about him, and he snores.
Yeah.
They do his like
Talking head.
and he's like, this is so boring. And then at the end of the date, he's like, I'm physically attracted to her, but I don't have an emotional connection. I'm like, this bitch is trying.
Yeah. And you just snored instead
All
of answering
you care
questions.
about is the physical part.
So back at the Hall of Justice,
Yes.
Peyton, Destiny, and Catherine, but mostly Peyton and Catherine are sweating bullets because they haven't gotten a date, an individual date.
Yeah.
Catherine has lost all 3 challenges.
I can't believe Jessica's not sweating it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, where the fuck is this girl ever?
Yeah. She's not in like any of the scenes.
You're not a bad person, but
she
you're not
seems
here.
to be the nicest person there.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Yeah, she's there's not enough drama associated with her.
Right.
But yeah, Peyton and Catherine are really worried.
They're
and
sweating it out. Like Peyton is really losing it.
Yeah.
She's like getting emotional about the fact that like she hasn't gotten a lot of time with him.
And they're having some cigarettes, which I never would have guessed that given the way their voice sounds.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway, so no disrespect, Peyton. Your singing voice is incredible.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
I love me some Peyton.
Yeah.
She's cool.
She's cool as hell. We're back at this Daisy snore fest, which is so. Yeah, she's like, "Do you like to read? Do you like to surf?" She's trying to get him to make conversation.
Exactly.
It's really upsetting.
It's a real dick move on his part, and I have some like if they were to go to couples therapy, I have some comments to make about this later. I'll wait until the end of the episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I see.
Are you introducing a new bit?
No, I just see a dynamic playing out with them that I'm
Got
like,
it.
ooh, and I'll point it out because
Okay.
there's more to come.
Well, Peyton's been sweating it so bad, she puts a note on Brett's door that says, "Brett, it is urgent that I speak to you."
Yeah,
It's a little intense.
it is like lots of exclamation points. It's in
All caps.
It's Kanye'd. Just scares you a little bit.
It does. Why does it say Pete must die? That's weird.
Interesting.
But then Megan also has a note she wants to put on Brett's door, a little love note and a little heart.
Because she's also sweating it. Like she almost
Yeah.
went home last week. He made a point to tell her, like, I'm not really feeling a connection.
Yep.
At elimination, you know? So she's also kind of like, I don't think she's sweating it. I think she's like, no, I'm about to get kicked off.
Yeah.
And that's all she cares about, really.
Yeah. So as she goes to put her note on the door, she sees Peyton's note and removes it.
Literally just takes it away.
This is out
And
of the
replaces it
season
with
1
hers.
playbook, isn't it? Like Lacey did that to somebody.
Did
Lacey
she?
did that to Aaron, didn't she?
Oh, maybe so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
You guys got to watch this. You contestants need to watch the previous seasons.
Right.
To know what not to do.
Right. You got to like get that note under the door because Peyton figures it out. She's like still freaking out. So she goes to check on her note, which the producers are probably like, hey, you gonna go check on your note?
Are you sure?
Yeah. And so she finds Megan's note there and her note gone. She like figures it out. So she writes him another note. This time she sticks it through the door, but like not very far.
Not far enough.
So Megan just easily goes and pulls it out from between the door crack and hides it. So Peyton's note never makes its way to Brett.
And the way Megan says Peyton, and again, adding extra syllables where there need not be extra syllables.
Or like enunciation in that one.
Yeah.
Peyton.
It's always like too little or too much. it's either yes or it's Peyton.
Yeah.
And everybody else, not a single other soul on the show calls her Peyton. It is
No.
Peyton.
No.
It's not. There's no accent in the United States that calls Peyton. That's bad. Anyway, yeah, Peyton's a little. So Daisy and Bret are back from the date. They're back at the hall.
Yeah.
And
Daisy goes and like puts on some of the lingerie that he got for her just to make the girls feel worse about themselves, which like Catherine goes out of her way to, oh, sorry, it was Peyton. Peyton goes out of her way to say like, he's like, she's coming down in this lingerie. He's really attracted to her. Like, it's just hard for me to watch.
Yeah.
It's just not making the other girls feel really good about themselves.
It's one of those things where like, look, you're still playing a game, right? You can't let the rest of the players know somebody is already way out ahead and it has nothing to do with the actual game.
Yeah. Which I feel like he's done that all season this season. We've said from the beginning who his favorites are, and that has not changed.
Christy, Joe,
and Daisy. Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how good or bad they do good.
Yeah.
Because boobs.
Yeah. And
I learned from you, babe.
It's almost like the other girls don't even have a chance until they do.
Until they do, look out!
Hey,
they're playing the Mario Kart rules. They're in 4th and 5th place, and they're just lingering back there.
Yeah,
waiting for everybody to use their big weapons and then pull out ahead.
No, you're right.
I'm telling you,
this is perfect strategy.
Yes,
for when you, Andy, would like to date Bret Michaels.
Oh, I've been thinking about this my whole life. It's been decades in the making. Bret will choose me. But Catherine does make a play for some time with Bret and actually gets some time with Bret, which hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, it was really cute. Like they were playing pool and she was like, if I make the shot, I get 5 minutes with you, because she's like desperate for time too. Yeah. And she makes this like pretty good pool shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they make out too. And they Catherine and Bret,
hard.
You don't really see them make out. And it's like, oh, look, age appropriate makeouts. Kind of hot.
They are sucking face.
Yeah, they're getting into it, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
they didn't say a whole lot to each other, but they were definitely making out.
Who does Bret say a lot to?
I know.
He is not there to talk.
And then Daisy tries to like interrupt them.
Yep.
And she gets a little butthurt that he's like making out with someone else.
Wah, wah. Deal with it, girl. You've been banging him evidently the whole show long.
I tried to Google that too, and I couldn't find an answer either.
We only have
because it's so our business. Yeah,
it's so our business. Look, they put it on TV.
Good point. They made it our business.
Goddamn right. Okay, group date.
Yes.
What's this group date?
Okay, so this is the next day. This is Ina, Christy, Joe, and Destiny, and their group date with Bret is to go. They go to this racetrack looking thing.
Yeah,
it's not like a big racetrack, but it's like, a racetrack out in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. And there's a Lotus spree. Did I say that right?
It's a Lotus. Yes.
Lotus spree.
They're saying your favorite quote.
Oh my God, you have to say it.
I do?
Yes.
It sucks so bad.
Say it the way that Bret said it.
Oh, fuck, dude.
So he's getting them to change into these like race car driver outfits.
And they are kind of cool.
Yeah, they are.
Like they look cute. But then Bret has to make it so fucking terrible. So without wearing sexy racing outfits, they will be Bret Bond age girls. 00 Rock. It's the worst.
So bad.
It's the worst fucking
Bret
naming convention.
Bondage.
Bret Bond. You get it, bondage.
Girls.
00
Rock.
Rock because he's a rock. He likes to rock.
He's a rock star.
Because rock star.
It's so bad.
And bondage because
he tries to say it like it's cool or something, and the delivery is bad. The line is bad.
His game is bad.
Yeah.
He has no game. And it makes even more sense why this man was on The Apprentice. I propose, Ashley, that we put it to the audience. We can do it because it will be painful for us. We do Bret Michaels' season of The Apprentice on a Patreon.
Oh, that could be fun.
Right? And we might learn some things about Bret and Trump's kind of inner workings.
Interplay.
Yeah. And see if there's there's more in common here than we ever thought.
Make a note of that because we're going to forget.
Oh, I've got a note already in my brain. I'm not going to forget. I've been
Yeah,
thinking
that
about
would be
it.
fun.
I've been thinking about it since the Jerry Springer
Because that was his
documentary.
other like big show. He won Celebrity Apprentice.
That's
and
right.
I think he was on a few seasons.
Oh
but
my
we should
God.
watch the one that he won, whichever one that is.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So let us know, audience, if you would be interested in participating in a Patreon where we do The Apprentice
Yeah.
and adjacent Bret Michaels show.
And by the way, I have never seen The Apprentice ever. I
Same.
just like knew that from like researching this show.
I knew it from the Jerry Springer documentary we watched.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
the only reason.
Oh yeah, it did
They had
show
like
up
a
on there.
short clip of it.
Yeah,
And I was
that
like,
was funny.
oh, he's wearing the bandana. So they're driving a Lotus.
Yes. It corners like it's on rails.
I would like to.
Do you know what that's from? You don't get to walk over that.
Oh, it corners like it's on rails?
Yeah. My ladies out there know that's from Pretty Woman. Anyway,
Oh.
keep going.
Okay.
She drives a Lotus.
Got- Oh, she does?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, my bad.
No, it's not your bad. You just need to get better at remembering the good
Details.
movies.
Pretty Woman has the worst fucking ending ever, and I stand by that. It's a good movie with a terrible ending.
I absolutely agree.
Okay.
But the rest of the movie is amazing.
The rest of the movie beats ass.
Yeah.
They need to change that ending.
I know.
real
It
bad.
was the 90s. You know, it had to be the
That's
knight
what I
in
keep
shining
telling
armor.
people when I make horrible sexist comedy jokes.
How's that going for you?
It's not working. I've been canceled like so many times.
Oh my God.
I just want to brag real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Bret, yeah, he pulls up in this little Lotus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he has a hard time getting out. Guess what, gang? I can't fit in a fucking Lotus.
You can't.
He's 6'5". How the fuck he fit in the new Bugatti? Oh, fuck it, you got me. That's right.
Yes.
I'm too tall for that shit, Bret.
Andy's very tall.
Not to brag, but I am brushing my shoulders off. Right now. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. So we're at everyone drove the cars and Christy Joe was actually really good.
Yeah.
She like knew how to drive a stick and whatever. But now they're like eating lunch at the racetrack, you know, after everyone's driven the cars. And Christy Joe cannot shut the fuck up about
her
her
drama.
existing husband.
And to her other husband.
And her other husband and all of the restraining orders. And I'm just like, why is this girl voluntarily drawing the focus back to her number one red flag?
I wonder, yeah. And I wonder if like, so she has a tendency to react really weird. Like she's offended by very harmless things. It seems like she takes offense or she's like taking a joke too hard or she doesn't know how to play into a joke.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's weird. And I wonder if it's because she constantly thinks everybody's talking shit about all the other horrible shit she's got going on in her life.
Yeah.
You know, like she's ultra sensitive because like, hey, please don't talk about it like that. And she's always trying to downplay how dramatic her life is. But you can't downplay it, dude. It is real.
Yeah, maybe she does. She kind of says it all nonchalantly, but she does keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
It's
like.
not a great strategy.
No, not at all. I don't get it. Whatever. Bret doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like we've already brought this up, but with Erin last season, it was just like a rumor that she used to be engaged and she was freaking out of there.
Yep.
And Christy Joe is married.
Yeah. Still
So.
present, very recently married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Uh,
probably goes without saying, but it just keeps blowing my mind. I think in that scene when she keeps bringing it up, she's like, I'm bulletproof. This guy is obsessed with me.
you might be onto something.
I can just say whatever I want.
Oh man.
I think she knew how much he liked her, like
Yeah.
behind the scenes in real life. And I may have said this before, but he is the only contestant people have said that he called multiple times after the show was over.
He called Christy Joe multiple times?
Yes.
Really?
Trying to get with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the rumor. That's what I heard. Yeah. And I heard it from like a couple different websites.
Well, after all that,
Mm-hmm.
they come home and Peyton does get a little
Peyton.
one-on-one time with Mr. Bret and
Yeah.
immediately is sobbing, like mascara running.
Yeah.
And she's just a mess.
This scene is painful for
It's-
me.
Yeah. Okay. Why is it painful for you?
She is so emotional.
Give me your wine.
And he friend zones the F out of her.
Amen.
Oh my God. She's like, are you attracted to me? And he cannot answer that question directly.
There is not there is a very like
long-winded.
Don't take this the wrong way.
Yes, he starts with that.
A pause and a don't take this the wrong way. We know
cannot
what the fucking answer is there.
Imagine. I cannot imagine how much my self-confidence would be shot. I mean, maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe that she just needs to know how beautiful she is and who cares what Bret Michaels says.
Right. That's right.
But that is just so rude.
Yeah, it was
Are
very
you attracted
awkward.
to me? Don't take this the wrong way.
Like, Bret, you have, I don't know, man. You don't seem to be a man of scruples.
Yeah.
So why not say, yeah? You know,
Yeah.
like on some level, you probably are. You kept
Maybe
her in
in
the
his
game this
head,
long.
he was just being honest because, you know, like, well, I don't want to give away the ending of this one. Peyton doesn't go home.
Yeah,
So it's like, maybe, I don't know. It's confusing.
it is confusing.
It's nagging a little bit.
Yeah, and
if you're not attracted to her, why does she not go home tonight?
yeah.
But he just wants to like make her feel bad about herself in the moment, or I don't know. It just sucked.
It was weird, and and on that, right after Peyton's breakdown and friend zoneness, oh, I need to pause that. We go to elimination.
Yeah.
And we're down to like one girl going home at this point. They have enough passes for everybody but one girl.
Right. Because a lot of episodes, it's two girls that go home. It's like, this time it's just going to be one. Can I propose? Because short skirt, long jacket is boring once again. Can we do a touring the facility?
Oh, you got a touring the facility?
Yeah. It's not like fantastic, but it's there.
Okay. Here's the thing, though.
Do you have another segment you want to do?
A little bit.
Okay.
But we can do both.
Okay.
Because, well, we'll
we can
find
do whatever
out.
we want.
That's true. I want when we do long jacket, I do the long jacket intro bit.
Okay.
Right? I do Hey Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but you need to do, because it's for the girls.
Yeah.
I think you need to start the touring the facility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So give me
Hey,
a question.
Andy.
Yeah.
Are we?
Oh boy. Let's take two. Brendy, please roll it back. Brendy, take two.
What else am I supposed to say? Are we touring the facility?
Do you like a girl who is?
Oh.
That's what I use. That's what I
Okay,
did.
thank you for reminding me.
Okay, cool. Take two.
Take two. Hey, Andy.
Yeah.
Do you like a girl who is touring the facility and picking up slack?
She's touring the facility and picking up slack.
Okay, thanks for baby stepping me through that one.
Welcome to touring the facility and picking up slack. It is the segment on Mock of Love where we go through the ladies' fashion decisions at elimination. And which lady are we looking at this evening?
Who do you think I picked?
Did you pick Megan?
Of course.
You did.
Of course.
I didn't. There's so little to talk about because there's so
There's
little.
so
clothing.
little. She is wearing a not even a bra.
Not even.
Not. It's like it
It's
looks
lacy.
like it looks like a bikini top, but it is.
It has lace.
Still, it looks like lingerie.
Is that lame? Would you say that's lame over the nips?
I think it's silk.
You think it's silk?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Maybe not like real silk, but it's like, you know, like a silk-like material.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But this actually used to be a trend back in this time.
Right.
It was bikinis that looked like lingerie.
Oh, okay.
And that's exactly what it is. It's like a halter top that you would tie behind your neck. So it's like her titties are on full display. There's literally a string in between them.
Yeah.
And she is wearing a 1 inch inseam
Mini skirt.
black mini skirt.
Cut off jean mini skirt.
Yeah.
Like you are about to see vagina crack and butt crack.
Yeah. Not that there is an inseam, but you know what I mean. It is just so short.
Yes. there is no room for error.
And listen, I had this jean skirt at this time period.
Yeah, you did.
But I could not have pulled off this look. It's just, anyway.
It's also weird.
That's why she's my touring the facility. It's just crazy.
It
She's
is-
wearing no clothing.
Well, hang on. She's got she's got a necklace.
Okay. There is a necklace. You're right.
One of the other kind of freaky things about Megan is that her belly button is like directly in the center of her torso.
Oh, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and her torso is like long.
It's not just that she's wearing her pants and skirts and whatever low all the time. It's that her belly button is ridiculously high up.
I think she just has a really long torso.
She does have. She's a tall person.
Yeah.
But yeah, like okay. That's
anyway, that's that.
That's touring the facility and picking up slack, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a look.
I am proud.
It's a desperation look, I think.
It is. Mm-hmm. So is Catherine's, because Catherine got the girls out tonight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's never really done that.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, Catherine showed up.
And he even comments on Catherine's dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. When she gets her pass, he's like, as long as you keep wearing that dress, you can stay here.
It worked, Catherine. Mm-hmm. Bravo. Brava, as they say. See, now I have we're going through elimination. Mm-hmm. Amber gets the first one, even though she wasn't MVP. Mm-hmm. Amber gets the first pass.
Wait, can we back up to Megan again? Because
sure.
There's something that you cracked up at that I didn't catch until you were laughing. When they're like doing Megan's talking head.
Oh, the Superman.
Yeah, she
dude
says something stupid and then blinks her eyes and they do this sound effect.
I forgot about the sound effect. Thank you.
I know. I was like, he'll want me to backtrack for this.
So she's out there doing a talking head by the pool before elimination, and she's like, Bret and I have like this Superman like psychological connection.
It's I wrote down, WTF is she saying?
Yeah, she doesn't know. She doesn't know anything about comics, so I don't know why she's trying to make a Superman reference. Superman doesn't have psychic powers. Me and Bret have a mental, like, Superman psychological connection. Blink. And then the editors add in this beautiful Looney Tunes ass blink sound effect.
Me and Bret have a mental, like, Superman psychological connection.
And I will drop that in. It's not even a boop boop like the boobies. It's a dink. It's so good.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I'll drop that.
You were dying.
I was like, no. The level of Looney Tunes editing of sounds, I can't wait for Daisy of Love.
It's so good.
Daisy of Love has the greatest sound editing of any of these shows.
I don't
Real Chance
remember.
of Love was also great. Oh my God. There is a music cue for everything that happens that just makes everything so much more funny. Oh, I can't wait.
But
we got a while, but we got time, baby.
Yeah.
I'm fighting cancer and coming out on top so I can finish fucking Daisy of Love with everybody.
Oh, yeah, that should be your vision board.
I'm going to fight it because I like to eat and drink and love my family.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you added that in too.
No, I mean those things are not slowing down.
Yeah.
It's like, here we go. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, not a very special episode, I swear to God.
Swear to God.
So, we've got more passes going out. Destiny gets a pass.
Yes. You already said Amber. Yip. Is that mean? Is it like calling her a bitch? Because I'm not calling her a bitch. It's just like a puppy.
We're calling her a golden retriever.
Yeah.
It's very different.
Yeah. Christy Joe gets a pass. Question mark.
Yeah.
She literally went on and on about her husband's plural.
Can't seem to shut up about her own drama.
Yeah.
Digging her own grave.
Megan gets a pass because of the letter that she put on the door.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, Peyton's got taken off. Like, and that he goes out of his way to say that that's why Megan got a pass.
Is that it's the only letter that was showing up on his door. And Peyton's like, hang on, wait a minute. And it did feel like Bret was fed information that isn't it weird, Bret, that the only letter you got was from Megan? He's like, that is important to me. I will state that out loud. So that because he does, and it's a little weird and forced.
Yeah, it really is. It's all very produced.
Yeah. And then Megan says, he wants to date me, not my grandmother, referring to Peyton.
No, to Catherine.
Oh, Catherine. Yeah.
Yeah, because Catherine does get a pass.
That's right.
Too. We kind of already said that. Jessica and Ina get passes. Jessica, it's like There's not even a question. He doesn't even second guess it, but they still have not spoken to each other.
Yeah. She hasn't shown up once
in any episode.
No, like she played football, but did she?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see a single talking head. I didn't see her talk to Bret.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. She's the who's your friend that was in season 1? Mia.
Oh, she's
the Mia of this
Mia
season.
Tidwell of this yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're getting by because you're cute and innocent and drama free.
Yeah. Everybody
you're
likes
in the middle
you.
Of the pack. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So on the chopping block are Peyton and Daisy.
Yeah, which is and like I sat there and I looked at Ashley and I was like, no suspense.
Right.
But then I had a question.
What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Welcome to What's Going On. It's the time in Rock of Love where we need to find out, hey, what's going on? So, Peyton and Daisy, what's going on? This shouldn't be a debate. We know who Bret's creaming for.
Yeah.
Who Bret's dreaming for.
A private date tonight. It was the only thing he did throw out is that we have a physical connection, but not an emotional one. But that wouldn't put her at the bottom of the pack.
No, and Peyton knows that he's all over Daisy, and she's sweating it. She's like, I got to do something else. Something sets me apart from Daisy.
Yeah. So we're all thinking Peyton's going to go home, but Peyton gets a pass.
What's going on?
What's going on? So then Daisy is like about to literally commit suicide.
literally about to KHS.
Yeah. Her eyes are welling up. She is as baffled as everyone else.
I forgot the ending of this episode evidently.
Me too. I was like, what?
So how does it wrap up? What's going on?
What's going on is Daisy also gets a pass.
What does that mean?
It means that next week, 2 girls have to go home.
Because 0 girls went home tonight.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. He does something that has never been done in Rock of Love history.
He's breaking years of tradition.
Years and years.
The royal family will not stand for this treason.
He goes, I saved the best for last. And Daisy gets her pass. Yeah, it's a really weird move. I don't really understand why he couldn't make a decision about someone this week, but he just didn't.
Honestly, though, like I'm so glad because one of my favorite scenes this episode, and we didn't talk about it a lot because it was drama free, was the Destiny, Peyton, and Catherine hanging out and just talking, shooting the shit, smoking cigarettes. And it reminded me that I like it in these shows where the girls aren't hanging out with Bret and they're getting along with each other. And I know that makes for boring television, but I love to see it. I'm like,
I feel like it's way more entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Aubrey, Christy, Joe ship, you know, that we wanted to sail. Yeah. We want to see Catherine and Peyton, 2 women smoking cigarettes and talking about how they've been through the drama-filled parts of their lives. They don't need to do this again.
Right.
They just want to date a guy their own age who happens to be a rock star.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Peyton gets a little emotional this episode, but
she does. Not during that campfire situation though.
No, she was like wigging out. She was
I guess
like,
so.
yeah.
But it wasn't directed at anybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was an internal struggle. It wasn't a drama struggle.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. She was just internally emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was expressing it and she felt safe with Destiny and Catherine to share that.
Look at you.
Which not everybody feels safe to do that.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, they often feel way too safe to do it.
Thank you. They need to stop doing it in most cases,
Yeah.
but it actually made for great television, in my opinion. I'm going to give a rose.
Okay.
I'm going to give a rose to that scene.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. I liked that scene.
Can you like the scene with them smoking cigarettes?
I do.
Yeah, that's adorable.
Because I want to promote smoking to children, teens, and the elderly.
Yeah. I want to give a thorn.
Yes.
And this is where I'm going to come to the toxic relationship dynamic that I see playing out.
Great. Good callback.
With Daisy and Bret. Okay. He is negging her. I've already used that word once in this episode because I think he kind of does it to a few of the girls.
He's negging Daisy?
He is negging Daisy.
Huh.
Okay. Like even in this scene, right?
This is the lingerie scene.
No, that like the elimination
scene.
Yeah. It's like, I'm going to string her out there. I'm going to make her feel like I rejected her. And then it's going to be this big relief when I say she can come back in.
Oh, man.
Because she even says at one point, I felt the worst that I've ever felt in my life.
This is good.
And then the best
that
that I've ever felt in my life. So he sees...
The Academy has spoken.
He sees a weak girl, and he's a narcissist. And he sees that he can kind of string her along with this, like, this negging, this, like, I don't care that much about you. Never mind, I love you.
Is it a breadcrumbing situation?
A little, yeah. Well, he did do it with the lingerie stuff, I felt, too. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
When he was, like, basically snoring at her, trying to make real conversation.
He's like, I'm all into you trying on stuff, but I'm not into you trying to, like, make me
try to talk to me, but also we don't have an emotional connection.
And that is my choice.
I think he sees a vulnerable girl, and anyway, that's my assessment.
Interesting.
Thank you. Welcome to my
thorn.
Yeah. My thorn and my very, very credible medical opinion.
Well, that's we wrapped up a little. You know, we're right on time because we had to add bits because we're missing Where Are They Now and the eulogy.
Yeah. We cannot do those segments for you guys. Sorry.
Because nobody got eliminated.
Nobody went home.
Sorry, guys.
But next week, we got 2 for you. Or maybe I'll pick one or the other.
Yeah, I'm going to play that eulogy music just the entire episode.
Yes.
Just so you get extra, guys. Anything else, babe?
No, I think that's it.
I'll do some house cleaning.
Okay.
Hey, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mock of Love. Leave us comments, send us memes, and whatever you want. Mock of Love is available on Apple Podcasts. Also, make sure you're following us on Instagram at mol.podcast. Also, Beachy Cakes is back, baby. Beachy Cakes left us another comment. It looks like she's watching the show about the same pace that we are doing our episode. She's like, I just watched that episode. I think it was Stroller Derby.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So shout out Beachy Cakes. Thanks for commenting.
Yay.
And is that intentional? Are you watching it at the same pace? Because our friends Doug and April, they're doing a thing where they watch a Rock of Love and then a Mock of Love. They're kind of.
I think that's a fun way to do it.
I think
but, like,
everybody should do it.
Whatever floats your boat. If you're on like a car trip and you want to knock out like multiple Mock of Loves in a row, you do whatever you want.
On a car trip, don't knock out multiple Rock of Love because you will die watching TV and driving.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. Also, we're on Blue Sky at MOL Podcast. Find us on TikTok while it's still there at Mock of Love Podcast, all spelled out, and YouTube, #boobs. We're not on X, and Elon Musk literally just hired gamers to level up his character in Path of Exile 2, which is not even the saddest thing he's done in the last 2 weeks, but is hilarious. So we're not on X. I'll tell you all about it, babe, if you haven't heard about this.
Oh, my God.
Gamers are turning on Elon for this shit. It is wild.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and that brings us to a tidy end of this episode of Mock of Love.
Yeah.
So I'm Andy.
I'm Ashley.
Will you continue
to stay in this house and rock our world?
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Get your butt checked. Mock of Love is produced by Andy and Ashley. All views and comments do not necessarily reflect the views of Andy and Ashley, so ease up on us. If you enjoyed this romp through reality shows past, please follow, like, subscribe, and leave us a comment wherever you listen to podcasts.